difference between
exactly.
What is
the difference between dating and courtship?
Yes,
it makes your vision blur.
Like I'm also a victim as well. I'm not lazy.
Excuse me, you will end up leaving because marriage is going to shock you.
No, it's actually going to.
Ever since I left the city,
Hi loves, welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time here, my name is Aisha. Do well to click on the subscribe button so it's not going to be your last time here. And for my returning subscribers, you guys are highly welcome to a new video, an exciting one at that. It is one of the most requested video anyway, so I'm glad to be sharing it with you guys. So today we have a very special guest in the house. CEO Adaralewa trained herself, and of course she's also our big mommy in the family. She's my sister-in-law. So you guys, she also has a YouTube channel. Please, you guys should check her out. Currently she's rebranding, so just subscribe and turn on your post notifications, so by the time she gets back, you'll be one of the first people to be notified that she's back. Okay, hi as well.
So hi everyone, good to be here.
Yeah,
I'm sure you've been having fun on this channel, so keep watching and sure subscribe so that you keep following up on things being posted here.
Yeah, we are happy to have you as well.
Thank you.
So majorly she's the main guest. Okay, so she's going to be sharing with us some of the experiences being married, because she has been married for a really long time, inshallah, till forever, inshallah. And then she's also going to be sharing some of the things that she wished she had knew earlier before getting married, because of course my girlies, majority of you guys are still single, and for the people that are in a relationship, majority are not married. I'm very sure of that. So we are going to be tapping from, you know, the knowledge, all the things that she has been able to gather for the past years, right? Because personally, I feel like I'm still very new in this, right? So it's sort of feeling weird for me to come and sit down and start advising people about marriage. Check it. So that's why I decided to like bring our big mommy, right? So yes.
Okay. So shall we begin? Normally, I would say to every one of us that marriage is not such that you have a manual for. The word of God is the best manual you can have about marriage. Nobody is a role model for marriage, because what you see from the outside most of the times is not what you see on the inside.
Yeah.
When you get close, that's when you really know that, oh, so this is the real part of this person that is not usually seen in the public. Yeah. Marriage is the coming together of a man who was trained by another mother, another father, for several years, 20-something years, 30 years or thereabout. Yeah. And also another lady that is being trained from another family, another background entirely. So imagine two people coming together on the basis, two strangers, on the basis of love. But you know what? It doesn't take only love to sustain marriage. I love you, you love me, that's still by the side. Marriage is a lot of hard work, it's responsibility. Marriage is maturity, marriage is patience, marriage is tolerance, marriage is everything you can talk about, like being a fool, quote and unquote. Marriage is like being a fool, being intentional about being a fool, quote and unquote. I'm not talking about being foolish, so to say, but not having to always want to be right. And you know it can be very painful. Very painful. If you're such that you've been trained probably from your father's house to defend things, to be bold, to be this, marriage will call all of those things. All of those, you understand? Because how will it be that you have to, when it's not project defense, every time you are defending something, you are defending one thing or the other, you look like, is this what this is about? So every time you don't have to, I'm right, sometimes you just keep quiet. You just keep, let this just fly. Let this just fly, so it doesn't look like I'm a talkative. So that's one thing about marriage that nobody is going to tell you before you get in. And that man you've been dating maybe for 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, you guys have been on a journey for 7 years. The truth be told, the moment you enter 1 year in marriage, it's not equivalent to 7 years in courting or in relationship. It's not this. You'll be like, is this the same man I got married to? Is this the same lovey-dovey and it looks like the whole reality of responsibility sets in, and there's not much time for all this lovey-dovey, and it looks like you're being abandoned.
Maybe
it's not like you're
ignored.
Yeah, you're not ignored.
Yeah.
It's just that the reality of things has set
changed.
in.
Yeah.
So that's the thing about marriage. So have all your lovey-dovey and everything
While you're still in
exactly, and let it be somewhere at the corners of your head that this is not going to be happening every day. The moment we get married.
Yes, it's better for you to be
yes than to be over expectant. And there's another thing that happens to ladies most especially ladies. When we get into marriage, there's this over expectation.
Yes.
My man is supposed to be my all in all.
Picturing a perfect marriage,
you get it. Before you wake up in the morning, he's going to blow you a kiss, maybe breakfast in bed and all that.
Yeah.
My dear, it is book. It's not food. This is not Nollywood. Marriage is not Nollywood that you watch. If it's not going to give you breakfast in bed, it can still give you something else.
Something else.
So don't have
that.
don't have a prototype in your head. Wait, if you move close, you will get to see the reality of things.
Exactly.
And you will be so shocked that everything that you're seeing on the outside is just a make-believe, painting a kind of life that is not truly
true.
Yes, that's not truly. So if you base your life on what you see on the outside, you would enter into marriage with a wrong mindset. Exactly. And before you know what is happening, you're already clamoring for divorce.
To be housed.
Because you came in with over expectation.
Over expectation. I do not even see how two people that are imperfect are going to come together and make a perfect livelihood.
We are all working towards perfection.
Exactly. Nobody is perfect. In fact, the fact that we are human itself, we have so many flaws, and every day we strive to be better.
Yes.
So that alone means that
if you can be living with your parents and still have arguments with your parents,
with your
is it now somebody that was trained by someone else?
Somebody that you met when you are already an adult, when you go
everything about you has been set.
Is it that
the bricks of your life has been arranged? Then the person now comes and says, this brick is not supposed to be here, it's not supposed to be here. That's not how there will be issues. The thing is that most of the times we always feel like our mothers then were wrong. But I can categorically tell you that archaic at times helps. The wisdom of being archaic at times in marriage, the old knowledge helps a lot in marriage. We are too used to this civilized, everything is civilized, we are equal, we are this, what a man can do, equality, you married me, I left my father's house for you, I left my father's name for you, I left this, I left that. The ability, the energy we are putting on all of those gender equality thing is even what is leading us to more trouble. Sincerely, in all fairness, the way the world was being built by our creator, it is not for women to be the same or on the same cadre as men.
Feminists do not like that.
They wouldn't like that, but the truth be told, and that's what really affects and causes the high level of divorce. Every man wants to be respected, either a goat, a dog, good looking, bad looking, ugly, whatever, rich or not rich. Every man loves to be respected. The moment you take respect out of the life of a man, you can never get the best out of him. No matter how good or well trained or well cultured the man is. The man is, yes. He might be well trained, well cultured, but the moment you take respecting him out of it, you will lose the real identity of that man. Every man can behave good to any girl that respects them.
Did you guys hear that? Every man
can behave good to any girl that respects them. Ask the rude and annoying madam why the housemaid is the one that gets the good side of her husband even before her.
Even though she's uneducated, even though she's from the village,
that's how you ask yourself that how will a handsome, good-looking, tall man be sleeping with a house elf? It is because respect has a secret code into the psyche of a man, into the emotion of a man. The moment you take that out of the way, no matter how posh, civilized, good-looking your skin is, good in bed or good in kitchen you are, you're going to lose a good part of that man. But even when you don't really know how to do so much, but you have this honor, this respect, this regard, whenever they hurt you, they feel very guilty. Then another thing I want to state that I wish that I knew before getting married is that there are some readiness you have to put in place, either as a male or as a female. Marriage is not for boys and for girls. There is more to getting married, the preparation to marriage, than just I love you, we saw each other, and all those frivolities. It's way beyond that. That's why I say maturity in marriage is a lot. So first you have to be physically prepared for marriage, in terms of your body. Ladies, there are some ladies that have issues with their body structure. You can't go into marriage not even
while
being proud
you're
of
not
yourself.
exactly when
you're
your
not proud of
self-esteem
yourself
itself
is low. You
Yes.
get it. So physically you are okay, like you love your being.
You love what you see.
It is when you love
look at
your being that you can even say you want to be with somebody else. You get it. So that's
you have to
so physically you have to be ready. That babe, I'm good to go. I've got what it takes. Wife material, 1,000, 1 million years, and all that hair. You get it. So you have to have that. Then two, you have to be financially
ready as well.
Ready. You can't say you're going
with the mindset that my husband is going to
do all.
Do everything 100%.
Your husband cannot be your El Shaddai. Else he shall die. Sincerely, he can't be all your all and all in all. This, he wants to provide this, you want to buy. Even if you're getting married to a billionaire, it is of great pride that you're coming in with substance. It is wrong to come in empty. You get it. So if you're not coming in as I'm well-to-do, I'm coming in probably with a skill. I'm coming in probably with some talents that I've got. I'm supposed to use to better this marriage as a source of income. But you can't just come blank and just expect that someone's son is going to foot all your bills and do everything for you. It's outrightly wrong. Either as a lady or as a man. You come, a man comes, asks you out, and you're the one buying clothes, you're buying shoes, you're feeding him, feeding his mom, feeding his father. There's no how. Divorce has happened even from the beginning because you'll be frustrated. You get it. So you'll be frustrated. So physically you have to be prepared. Financially you have to. Emotionally you have to be prepared.
To be ready as well.
You're getting into marriage. Please dump all your baggages, like the exes and memories of the exes and exes. You have to get it dumped. If not,
it's just my ex.
We're just friends. We're just friends. If you are entering marriage with such baggage, I'm telling you, you are just entering with the koboko that will take you out.
That will take you out.
That is it. So you have to cut all ties.
This also applies to the men.
Yes.
It's not just about the
both men and women. Yes. Both men and women. So all this, she's just we've been schoolmates, but we just get along.
Now we're just
how those get along that can take us a long way. Please avoid it before marriage. Before marriage.
I personally don't support this is my ex, but we're still friends.
There's no how. Memories will linger.
Because why are you even still friends with you?
Exactly.
What do you want to be discussing?
If something did not go
somebody
wrong
that
for
you
the relationship to break, if something went wrong for the relationship to break, so leave it as the wrong and let it be. Because if you are trying to say you can still be friends, it means that there's still something that is attaching you. If that thing that is attaching you could not attach you enough to marriage, so why are you still keeping it? Why are you still holding on to it?
You guys get the question. I just asked the question that what does she think about
husband and wife
having merged accounts? Because we spoke about finances, but we didn't really get it.
Yes.
So I know some of you will want to know that as well. So I asked her, what does she think?
Okay. For me, based on my experience and what I've heard, if you're this kind of person that you're very attached to money, we know ourselves.
Like you're the spender.
Yes, you are, because different people have different attitude towards money.
Yes.
We can do this. You have your personal account. Everybody will have their individual account. There will just be some accounts tagged the project account. So it's that project account where the two of you have to put money in it. But if you don't have another account apart from the joint account, babe, you're going to suffer. No, it's just normal. You cannot just want to visit your mom and buy something for your mom and you have to say, please, I will need 10K or 20K. It's annoying. So you must have your own personal account. Then probably the two of you come together and say, okay, this is what we're going to do. Yes. So the joint one, you might not even target our joint account, project accounts.
Yeah.
So that whenever we have something reasonable to get done, then we pick money out of there.
Yeah.
You get it? Then we pick money out of there. We pick money out of there. So it's going to be for reasonable purposes. Not that we'll just be joining money together, everything together. It will be wrong that individually we don't have a financial life of our own.
Yeah,
very, very wrong.
Yes.
So that's just my own take about that joint
account. I
account.
actually support it. Yes. That's actually the best thing.
You can't have joint accounts all around and that's all.
Because normally, say, if you're asking for this and that, it could be very annoying.
Very,
so
very
imagine
annoying, yes.
everything is now like together.
Yes,
it's merged together. So
you just have it project accounts. So project account, everybody knows how much you're supposed to put there at the end of the month.
Because I think I had this one time, and I think it's still the one training. Like the majority of the divorces that are ongoing, it's always about finance.
Money.
That's like the number one reason why people divorce is always about finance. I think like it is a very in-depth topic that should always be discussed before you get committed to each other. Like
it's because of like I've heard issues whereby ladies have this complete ideology that is a man that's supposed to foot the bills. Yeah. So they can't imagine their money going into that project. And why will I be doing projects for him and all that? But if you understand that it's all about the two of you becoming one, that shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
And it's not compulsory. We can't do 50-50 on that. We can't. We are the man and the woman.
Yes.
You understand? So my capacity can take. As I grow, then I can now get it. Increase it. That's why you must have your personal account.
Like this part of Africa,
many people don't like
we frown at
Many
counseling,
people
therapy,
don't like to do.
But the truth is, actually, majority, like, in fact, everybody needs therapy. Do you agree?
Yes, I do.
Everybody needs therapy. I really believe that before you get married, like before you guys be that committed, like you should see a counselor, like you should talk to the person, because we, like you said earlier,
even in religious
you are coming from a very
maybe you understand,
professional
counselors. It has to be done.
Because like you said earlier, we are coming from different backgrounds. We've been brought up by different parents. We've had different experiences, exactly, different ideologies, different childhood traumas.
Yes.
So I feel like coming together to becoming one, we should be able to like talk about everything. So it might be difficult for both of us to just sit down and start explaining everything. But when we have the third party,
ask strange questions.
So you'll be able to like table out everything. And then you'll be able to like talk about it. Yes. So I think it's really important before you get into marriage.
Very important. If you're running from being counseled, especially from maybe religious centers, there are people that run from it. They don't want their afar to go deep into the relationship, or you don't want your pastor to go deep into your relationship before you get married. The truth about the matter is you're only shooting yourself in the foot.
Yes.
Because if your religious guide sits you both down, they'll be able to ask different cogent questions. Number one, based on experience, and number two, based on what they can see that you cannot see.
Yeah.
Because you are looking at your guy or you're looking at your babe from the side of being emotionally
attached to him.
Yes, attached.
And emotional,
so be careful to ask some
attachment. Do you know you actually blinds you?
Yes,
to
it makes your vision blurred.
Like love is very blind. The way they say it, and it's actually true.
Yes.
But when you have like the third person
that
like,
don't have emotions, they don't have
like,
anything running, so they are what's their business?
They'll ask you all those
guy, do you have somebody you're dating? Do you have this? Tell me about your last relationship.
Yes.
Tell me about your genotype, your this, and that's another thing we used to ignore. We say love. Don't even dare to leave. Yes, to be that blind to leave the issue of genotype out of your relationship matter, because you see that crisis.
It's forever.
It's conscious love. Like you'll be asking yourself in the middle of that crisis that where was the love that brought us together? It's that crazy.
Yeah,
so that one is not even contendable.
That
one is not even contendable. Please, anything that has to be genotype,
in fact, I think it should be the very first thing that you should be asked. That you should ask each other what's your genotype.
Do you know what? That's the funny thing. Most of the times these days, the talking stage of relationship
is being skipped.
No, it's not even about being skipped. It is nonsense that is being asked.
They are not talking about the
what did you eat? What have you eaten
yesterday?
How long do we want to keep asking each other what we ate, and did you have your bath? What time did you wake?
As at this age and era, I even think people that are still asking about those questions are like people like the Gen Z and those people that are still playing. But you can't find a millennial,
because there's a difference between dating and courtship. Courtship is the real deal. The moment you get into courtship with a man or a woman, there are some questions that you just have to sincerely ask for the sake of your future. Ask questions like, how many kids do you want to have? Be intentional about it. Please, who pays
the finances?
What?
Yeah.
You get it. These are some of the things that, are you in debt? You get it. These are some of the things that I wish I knew then too as well. You would have been able to ask some serious questions. If not, you find yourself caught in marriage. That's why you find most people by experience, they'll tell you the first 5 years of my marriage was hell.
Yeah, because
that was
the
when
journey
you were
of the discovery, all the things that they ought to have before they get
before you get in. So that first 5 years and all that, will my mother-in-law be living with me? Will my father-in-law be coming around?
To be asked
sincerely asked.
And even down to where you are supposed to like be spending your festivities. Like do we want to be going to our in-laws place?
Do we want to
Easter or Eid Fitri? Do you want to be coming to myself for Eid Adha? You know,
are we going to have a house help?
Yes, exactly. It looks very tiny, like the tiniest of details, but it's very important.
Terrible, yes.
Very
terrible. Are we going to have visitors room in our house? What is the maximum number of days that our visitors are expected to stay?
All those questions.
All those things. They look silly, but if you don't have all of those questions answered in courtship, you'll find yourself for the first 5 years of your marriage looking for each other.
Rediscovering yourself.
Looking for each other.
Yeah.
Like it now looks like, when is this marriage actually going to begin?
Going to be balanced.
You get
it's not even all the time that you have love to give. Let's just be sincere. That is when kindness comes in. Like my husband will always say that even if you're having issue, we should always be kind to each other. And I think that's like one of the most important things. And just because normally we are all romantic and everything, so it can't be like that every day.
And there's another thing. It works in my family too. That's how we do it. Whenever there's a misunderstanding, nobody there sleeps on it.
Yeah, of course. That's what we do as well. You don't
this attitude of I'm just quiet on you. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work. You only get work.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work. So same thing with my home. We don't do all this.
Yes. Never go to bed
angry.
Anger. Yeah.
Yes. Never go to bed angry, because you never can tell what's going to happen in the midnight. Nobody owns the key of the midnight. That's all on God.
Yes.
You get it? So it's a whole risk for you to be angry with your partner and have to sleep over it like that. And these are tools that the devil uses to crash homes. Keeping malice. How would you keep malice with somebody you love? How would you keep malice with somebody you make love with? I don't know how you guys do it. Yes, I don't know how you get to do it. You're keeping malice with somebody you make love with. I was telling a friend of mine, she was angry at her husband and all that, and the husband called and I was like, help me talk to this lady, this. And I called her, I said, oh, you think there's anything outside? There's actually nothing outside. I said, this man has used you for 15 years. So what is it? I said, there's nothing to get angry about again. Fix yourself. Woman, fix yourself. There's nothing else to do again. And by the grace of God, everything was sorted and they started laughing at each other. I said, but that's the truth. He has used you for 15 years. You've used him. So what do you want to go and start using outside? Let nobody deceive you. There's nothing outside. There's actually just sort yourself and be good. And there's this thing that some people do. They just silence. They use silence to wash up. It's nonsense. It's actually nonsense.
That's emotional manipulation. In fact, that's one of the things that I hate.
It causes quick divorce, because you now find out that bottled up emotions, then just a little click or a little clash, then the person suddenly explodes and you're wondering where is all of this coming from.
Yeah, that's because
what happens.
They feel like, oh, let me just ignore it.
Yes, let me just ignore. Let me just be quiet.
And of which they are just piling it up. You
just talk it out and let your mind be free and all that. You get it? So that's just it about marriage, basically. And of course, I would not live without saying this. Experiences in marriage is the best teacher. You can always have knowledge from here, knowledge from here, knowledge from here, knowledge from here. But the who you are, who you have trained yourself to be, is what is going to determine whether your marriage is going to succeed or not. Yeah. So groom yourself very well. Be intentional about your grooming. Now this is who I want to be. I want to be happy, and I want to be with a man and also make him happy, so that he can in turn make me happy. We want to build godly children that we can be examples to the world. If you don't have that personal conviction about yourself, if the back door is always open, like if anything happens to hell with
I can always leave.
Excuse me, you will end up leaving.
You will end up leaving. Yeah, this thing is more on the mental.
It's a mind thing. Yes, it's a mind thing. So you have to settle it in your mind that, so am I ready for this? Guy, am I ready for this?
So you have to like have the mindset of abundance.
Yes.
Like,
intentional
mind
about
is going to work out. Everything is going to work out.
Because marriage is going to shock you.
It's going to,
no, it's
actually going to. No, it's actually very testing. It tests you.
Marriage is going to shock you, but if you're ready for the shock and you built all of the armor, you get it. You just be laughing over so many things, and you just be like, oh, so this is it. Oh, okay. Oh, this also exists. Oh, and always forgive.
Yes, that's very important as well.
Always forgive.
Forgive and forget. This is where forgive and forget. This is
not
where it comes
anniversary of your sin.
Not you be
3 years ago, 7 p.m.
No, women.
So. No, we are
actually very good at that.
But it takes maturity.
I'm also a victim as well. I'm not here for me perfectionist, but it's something that needs to be worked on. You know, not like you refer.
And that's why we say marriage is intentional. Marriage for me is like a movie. There are times I have to play the role of a daughter.
Yeah.
There are times you play the role of a wife.
Yeah.
There are times you play the role of a lover, and there are now times you now play the role of a mother. Yes, every stage you have different stages. So if you are not ready to switch, or if you don't know when to switch, that's when problems. Yes, that's when problems.
So basically, you have to be spontaneous, rather. You should be able to like.
Oh, this is what he
move
needs.
From this to this.
He needs the motherly care at this moment. Yes.
And then the other time, let me just be the
girl.
Yeah, let me be the child.
Like when he's talking or scolding, let me
sit back. Exactly.
You get it, so like that.
Yeah. This video is actually more packed than I had even expected, and let me be factual, I was not expecting less, but then I didn't raise my expectation as much as well. So I hope you guys also enjoy watching as much as we enjoy sharing.
Yes, we did.
As much as I enjoyed, getting all the knowledge from her as well, picking from our brains. And like I said earlier, she also has a channel. You guys should not forget to check it out.
Yes,
I'm going to, as I'm saying it, I'm writing it on the screen already. And then it's also going to be linked down in the description box. So you guys should show my mama some love, show her plenty loves, okay? And also put on your post notification, because she'll soon be back.
Yes.
And if you have not subscribed to this channel as well,
do well.
Subscribe.
What are you waiting for?
Abby, and also turn your post notification on as well, so you'll be the first to get notified whenever Aisha posts videos. Okay, thank you guys so much. No, you should do the outro. Nice.
So thank you very much for watching. I hope you jotted a whole lot of things down. So do well to practice. Of course, you need to sieve the one you know that, oh, this doesn't work well with me and all that. I'm not a perfectionist, but what has worked for me is what I said, and you should pick out what is going to work for you as well. So thank you for watching. Thank you for spending your time. No, thank you for investing your time, because it was worth it. Thank you. See you some other time.
Yeah, bye guys.